Rabbit trails.
What's up, you guys?
What's up?
I'm Gage,
I'm Josh.
and this is Rabbit Trails with best friends Gage and Josh.
Season 19
Season 1.
of Season 19.
Season 1, Episode 19.
Every episode is so good it's its own season.
Well, not according to our episodes.
They don't know what they're talking about.
Well, I set them up, so they're episode.
They don't know.
They're the same season now.
They don't know.
I put them all as Season 1 so that if eventually there's a comeback at some point, like years down the road, that'll be Season 2.
That's a lot of seasons, man.
It's 2. Okay, I got a funny story to start off the old cast here. And let me give you some context. So, I had to get a new number for my job that I've had for the past year because I had to get transferred onto a new phone plan.
I don't mean to interrupt. Did we get our license today?
No.
PG. Anyway.
Yeah, so I got a new number, and on my old number that I had for years and years and years, I never got any, like, spam calls or anything like that, any random calls, nothing. It was perfection. I get my new number, and, like, within the first week, I got, like, a bunch of spam calls, and everyone thinks I'm this girl named Rashenda Franklin. And so, like, these random numbers would text me and be like, you've won this. Rashenda Franklin, blah, blah, blah. And then they'd be like, hey, something about insurance, Rashenda Franklin. So Rashenda's into a lot of stuff, whoever she is, wherever she is. I know who she is. She's Rashenda. But basically, she's either using my number or this is her old number. Regardless, they were texting me, and I thought it was automated. You can find these tweets way back on my Twitter somewhere because I posted the screenshots because I thought it was funny. But they texted me, and I would text back, like, something along the lines of, oh, thank you so much. That's very kind of you. But unfortunately, I'm not Rashenda Franklin. And one time I was like, I'm not Rashenda. Because so many times I told them I'm not Rashenda nicely, and they kept texting me. So at one point, I would just usually delete the text, but at one point I texted back in all caps, I'm not Rashenda Franklin. Stop texting me right now.
Yeah.
And then I thought it was automated, but it was actually a person. They're like, we're so sorry. It was pretty funny. Anyways, all I have to say, they were texting me for a long time.
So they really weren't that sorry?
Yeah, they were texting me forever. They kept on doing it. Anyways, so the past few months, they started calling me. And it's this Indian guy. And I'm convinced it's the same guy that has been calling me from a different number and saying he's for my Windows computer, which I don't have a Windows computer. I have a Mac. I haven't had a Windows since I was in middle school.
Yeah, who the frick just has them? Who just has a Windows just to have Windows,
But it's like, why would you even call me? How'd you even get my number? Like, it didn't make any sense. And I would tell him I have a Mac, and he'd go, well, it says here you have a Microsoft. I'm like, I'm telling you, I don't have a Windows computer.
Oh, what the heck?
Thank you.
My Mac just turned into a...
Holy crap, you're right. This is a Windows.
So you're telling me that this MacBook Air that's labeled on my MacBook is secretly disguised as a Windows computer?
That's news to me.
I'm not convinced.
That's news to me.
And he goes, yes. That is what we're telling you.
Yeah, so I'm convinced it's the same dude. It's this Indian guy. Anyway, so this week they called me. And usually he'll call me at least once a week. And he'll give me the whole spiel. And then I'll go, this is not Rashenda Franklin. And I won't say anything like, please stop calling me. And he either says, we'll take you off the call list, or he just hangs up on me after I say that. And there's like a 5-minute pause of silence where he's like, what? And then he just hangs up on me, which makes me angry because if you're gonna call me and spam my phone, I get to hang up on you. You don't get to hang up on me.
You need to get his name, and then every time he calls, like, it was like Derek or something, like, Derek!
Derek, my man.
How are you,
What's
dude?
poppin'?
Guess who this isn't?
Rashenda. Anyways, so he called me this week. Called me 2 times. Well, he called me a total of 3 times. The first 2 times he didn't say anything. I answered, and it was just silence on the other side of the phone. So I was convinced it was a Zodiac killer. Yeah, but it wasn't. It was the Indian guy. So the 3rd time he calls me, he answers. This is over like an hour. He would wait and then call me again. Anyways, so he calls me, and this is like, I mean, he's been calling me for months. So I finally decided, okay, I'm just going to see what happens. So I turned him on speaker, and I just sat him down on the desk in front of me, and I just listened to his spiel, and you could tell he was reading a prompt. But for some reason, I mean, my guess is that he doesn't have the best experience with like the English language, but he just kept reading the prompt repeatedly to me, over and over and over and over again.
That's
Not pausing to let me answer. And most people would think, okay, that's a robot, but it
Yeah.
wasn't. He was waiting for my response, and I eventually talked to him. So keep in mind, not a robot.
Yeah.
He read it to me probably 6 times.
Nice.
But he wouldn't read it the same. He would kind of just like go back to the middle,
Yeah.
and then like read through the end again, and then he would go back to the middle again, and then he would jump back to the other spot.
Yeah.
It sounded somewhere along the lines of, "You won this money, prize money. With this money," and then he would tell me what I could use this money for, which he would say, "You can use this money for anything," which encompasses it all. But instead of just leaving it at that, he would describe what I could use it for within the realm of anything. He was like, "You could use it for bills. You could use it for school. You could use it for your business," and like would just go over these random things.
So he's trying to sell you money.
Pretty much.
He's like, there's this thing called money, and what you can do is endless. And you're like, really?
Tell me more.
You
I'm
should
intrigued.
You should flip the script on him. So like when he gives you a spiel, just be like, "Oh, well, that's crazy that you called because I was about to call you. You're actually a winner." And then start selling him Bernstein's fat pills.
Yeah.
Just start selling him something and be like, "No, I called you." I'm like, "Did you? I called you."
He would just freaking hang up on me. That's like I would love to do that. But
Yeah, that's
he just
not
hangs
fun.
up
If
on
you're a
me.
telemarketer,
You're supposed
already
to stay on the phone with me.
yeah, you're already bugging me.
Well, that's the thing. I was like, I don't know what it was. Like, I don't know if it was a scam or what, because it didn't seem like a scam because he wasn't asking. And maybe this is how they get you, because maybe I fell for it or whatever. I didn't give him any of my information, but he was like, "You don't have to give me any of your like credit card info or anything." And so like he hadn't gotten to exactly how I was going to attain this money that I won, or that Rashenda had won. Anyways,
Rashenda's mad.
he reads it over and over and over again. Just goes back and forth that you can use this money for anything. And then he'd go, "Your business, your bills." And then he would literally go, right after that, he wouldn't pause and wait for me to answer. He would go, "You can use this money for anything. Your business, you could pay bills, you could school." And he would just keep going back and saying it. And I was waiting for him to stop so I could answer, and he would not stop. And so then after he stops reading that prompt repeatedly, I don't know if he was nervous or what. Seriously.
It's his first day.
I don't understand. But after he's done reading that over and over again, he's like, "You don't have to give me any of your information or whatever." And then he's like, "I've just got some questions or whatever." He's like, "Is this Rashenda Franklin?" And so I go, "Yes." And he goes, "Okay, you graduated from high school, correct?" "Why, yes, I did." And he goes, "What year did you graduate?" And I go, "I believe it was 1964. And he goes, "1964? I go, "1964, baby." And he goes, "1964. And I go, "Yeah, 1964. And then he just hangs up on me.
Well, that's really
Yeah.
rude. He finally
Yeah,
got
the audacity. The audacity of this man.
He finally got Rashenda Franklin.
He finally got Rashenda on the line.
What
and
he
just
has
gives
been
up.
wanting.
He just
and then
gives
he
up.
just hangs up because she's too old for him.
I don't know if like he had her high school, like if he had the information in front of him and was like, "This is not her."
Yeah.
I don't know, but they'll call me again. just wait.
And you'd be like,
They will call me again next week.
This is Rashenda's dad.
Yo, what up? This Rashenda. I thought you were a woman. Nah, common misconception, my name. I know, girl.
My brother's name's Stacy.
Yo, my stepbrother, Melissa.
My dad, Kim. My mom, Ron.
Ron.
we got
my grandma, Steve.
We got a backwards household.
We're trying to break the norms of society, you know what I'm saying?
Our dog, Kitten.
Yeah. But that was my entertaining story.
If a telemarketer was gonna try to get me, if it was like Adam or Durs or Blake from Workaholics, I'd be like, dude, I'll take whatever. You guys have it hard, you know? But I don't know. I don't receive those. I think it's funny, like, seeing old people, like, when they get those or something, they'll get, like, really angry and be like, I told you to take me off the call list. I'll have you arrested.
They never take me off the call list. One time...
How do you even get on the call list?
I don't know. They just take your number. I assume they just pick random numbers and just call them until they say, get me off the call list, please.
Because the only ones I get is like, hello, we have been trying to contact you about your car's expired car
They
insurance.
call me too.
And I'm like, that's great. And then I just hang up.
They call me about my car's extended warranty, which this
I
thing's
get that
in
one, too.
2003. I'm like, yeah, it's long gone, dude. Like, this is the wrong car. I was like, wait, you think I'm Rashenda, don't you?
They've been getting a lot better, though. Have you noticed? Because, like, it started with, hello, we have been trying to contact... And then it's
now
like,
it's more human.
hi, my name's Brian, and I just wanted to call and let you know that your warranty's expired.
Hi, my name's Brian. This is not a recording, but for business purposes, I will not respond to anything you say. But it's not a recording. Keep in mind, this is a real person on the other end of the line.
You remember when we went to... I don't remember if it was with you I was with, but, like, we went... I think it was, like... Went to Burger King, and Burger King...
Yeah,
has,
I've
like,
talked about the drive-thru before.
Yeah. Was I with you for that? Because that happened to me not too long ago. So I went to go get my brother food because he was at work. And then it was, like, such a nice, energetic lady who was like, okay, just pull to the front window and we'll get your food for you. And then I get there and it's just a full-grown man. And he's like, "Here you go."
They all have headsets on, so someone else take the order. But I thought you were talking about the automated message at the beginning.
No, I was. Now that I'm thinking about it, the lady only was like, what can I get for you? And then the man was like, it'd be front window.
Yeah, I talked about it, I think, on one of the earlier episodes.
You did.
The fact that,
It's all coming to me now.
I was like, he was like, hi, welcome to Burger King. What may I get started for you today? And I was like, yeah, can I get everything to do? Is that going to be all for you? It's just like, I'm sorry. Can I go back to the other dude?
He was a lot more
He's a lot nicer.
enthusiastic.
I'm sorry, do you want to sell me food or not?
Honestly, how did Burger King even come about?
I don't know.
They were like, McDonald's is cool, we could do that.
They're like, McDonald's King. Doesn't sound right.
And they were like, the king of McDonald's. No.
No. Queen of McDonald's. We could go progressive. No, we're not there yet. You're about
Burger-
60 years too soon.
What about like Burger Empire? No, that's too big. It's too big.
Too much. What if we fail? Then we'll look like idiots.
Alright, King.
Burger.
Okay.
Burger King!
King Burger.
Oh.
Burger King sounds a
Burger
lot
King,
better.
yeah. That's what I was going to say.
That's exactly how it came
Oh,
about.
for sure, dude.
I'm still upset that they didn't get me my toy when Spider-Man 2 came out. Like, I mean, that dumb Scooby-Doo flashlight, dude.
Dude, I freaking hated when they would do that. I would always end up with McDonald's had that problem. Of course, they are getting so much business that they run out of toys, and they have to give you the... But I would always get there too late, because I didn't get McDonald's often.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I wasn't living the lavish lifestyle of McDonald's every week.
You would only go to I would only go to McDonald's when, like, a toy was there that I was like, I gotta have it.
Yeah, I gotta
But, like, it's chance when you go.
Well, we would ask,
Mm-hmm.
I want this specific toy.
Yeah.
We would ask, like, before we even order if they
Mhm.
had that toy, and if they didn't, we would leave.
Yeah.
It's pretty hardcore.
That is really hardcore. That only happened. My mom took me. It was just her. If it was my dad, he's like, you get what you get. But if my mom just took me, she'd be like, can we just like get him like the one he wants? Is that alright?
He's my son.
And then he was like, yeah, no problem, ma'am. Let me dig in my toy bin over here.
Let me check out my magic
I
toy
usually
chest.
don't do this, but yeah,
For you?
I'll make an exception.
I'll make an exception.
And then he let out like a big douchey dolphin laugh. He's
Aww. Aww.
And then I remember the exact toy. It was when Shark Boy and Lava Girl came out.
Was it the one with the 6-pack coming out?
Yes.
Yes, dude. I wanted that same toy. My friend had it. I never got it, but I remember an instance. The only time I ever got to play with it was when my dad, my older sister, and me were all enrolled in Taekwondo class. Way back when I lived in Kansas and I was a little kid.
You could wreck shop with some fools, huh?
Not at all. So we were training to get to the yellow belt, which is the 2nd degree after white belt, the beginner. And so all we had to do was like take all these tests and then break a board to get to the yellow belt. So I had like 3 little pieces of yellow tape on my belt that showed I was a step away. Like all I had to do was break a board to get my yellow belt. And so it was the day that we were gonna do that. And then my dad did it and my older sister did it. And I didn't want to do it. I was throwing a fit and crying because I was afraid I was gonna hurt my hand or get a splinter. My sister did get a splinter. Okay. So I was not being a stupid kid.
But she did she cry though?
No.
Yeah, she was like way more manly than
So like, yeah, I cried. I'm a
Yeah.
kid, okay? I don't care. I'm a little kid. And so my sensei or whatever sent me to his office. He was not happy with me that I didn't want to do it. And in his office, he had a box of toys for kids that were in there. And in that box was the hallowed Shark Boy toy with the 6-pack sticking out of the freaking rubber. Dude, I thought that was so cool. That stopped my tears right away.
And you're
I saw it
like,
and I started playing with it.
yeah.
Press his back fin and his abs come out. I was like, that's so sick, dude.
Were you like, if I break this board, can I take this?
No, I never broke the board. I think after that we quit. We all stopped.
That would have been great incentive.
Yeah, it really would have been.
Honestly, you should have just asked him for it.
He should have jumped on the opportunity, being the sensei and all. You know, he should have seen that and been like, you know what? I'll take this opportunity. If you break the board, I'll give you the toy. Because I honestly might have done it. I loved that toy a lot.
Yeah, dude, it was
and
a really
I'd still
great
have it
toy.
to this day. If that had happened.
I don't know where it's at now. It's probably somewhere with Buzz and Jesse and the gang.
So sad.
Yeah. I think I was super excited to get the toy. There was a lot of toys that I was super excited to get, and then eventually it would just become the villain. Because I had a bunch of Batman toys, and that's all I played with, really, if I wasn't, like, on a Star Wars kick. And then I'd be like, who is my Batman going to beat up this week? And I'd be like, this would be a cool hero to play with. And I'm like, you know what? I think Batman could beat him up. And then I would just have my Batman beat him up.
Dude, straight up. I remember one time it was my birthday. It was like my 6th or something. No, it wasn't my 6th. It was like under 10 at some point. 6, 7, 8, something like that. My older sister spent her allowance to get me invisible Buzz Lightyear, like the big one. The Mondo Buzz Lightyear, but he was like invisible armor. It was so cool. And
so
I really wanted it.
how did you play with it?
Like,
how did you even know what it looked like?
Well, there was like a button for the camo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyways, first thing I do is take this electronic toy into the bathtub, and I just short circuit it immediately.
And
My sister was so mad.
Were you like in the tub too?
Yeah.
So you were like.
Well, no, it was batteries. So.
Oh, I thought it shocked the whole thing. Anyway, she was mad.
Oh yeah, she was mad. She spent her allowance on it.
Oh man.
It's not a cheap toy.
She was like,
at the
"You're
time.
a dumb brother."
Yeah, she was not happy.
She's like,
"This is the first night I had it. I took it right into the bathtub."
Oh man.
Nobody was supervising. Sorry, I'm a kid. I don't know what I just want to play with my toy.
You still played with it though, right?
Oh heck yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't let that stop me.
It just didn't like talk.
Yeah, I had regular Buzz. He talked, and then I had invisible Buzz, which
Dude.
makes more sense for him not to talk since he's trying to be invisible.
It's so dumb. Like the Toy Story toys, that you see now, disrespectful.
Absolute trash.
Dude, disrespectful.
Dude, 30,000 on my head.
Disrespect. Dude, like when we were youngins, they would actually make the doll.
Dude, I had the OG Woody, like the size he is in the dang movies, the good like material that he was in the movies,
His
like
vest
everything
would come off.
like it was pretty much like a replica, an exact replica of the movie, and they just sell that like in Walmart and Target, regular.
And you pull the string and it'll go.
Yeah.
There's a snake
I had
in
that.
my boot.
I had the hat, and I even lost the hat. Like, it was so iconic. I lost the hat, and I was like, I'm not even mad because this is just like the movie.
Yeah. I never lost the hat.
I tried so hard not to lose it. I'm sure it was in the bottom of my toy box.
I remember I had one iconic Woody, and then I had another Woody, but it was from the second movie, and he had a guitar.
Yeah.
And you could, but I hated that I couldn't take the guitar off. Like, it was just on his hands, and you couldn't take it off.
Oh, that sucks.
And then you just take his other arm and just strum the frick out of him. And then there was one point, I liked his hat more because it was shinier. And so, like, I did lose. So I did lie to you, but I did lose.
I did lie to you just now.
I lost the first Woody's hat, and so I switched. I put the other hat on that Woody until I found the other hat, and then I was like,
rocking and rolling, baby.
yeah. And then I had two Buzzes. The first Buzz I ever had, I broke his arm, and I was like,
dang.
That's how the movie went.
Yeah, it was the same thing.
But Mom was like, nah, we gotta get rid of it, and I was like, dang.
What?
Yeah, because
you can fix those.
Nah. So then
it's got that little notch that you just stick right into the shoulder.
This one was beyond repair. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I was like, he can fly. And then I just threw him. And then,
you can fly, right?
So then my gran bought me a new Buzz. And she bought me, it had the belt from the second one, but he was in all blue.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like,
I remember those.
This one's dope. And I rode
super cool.
I rode with that guy forever until later on Gran bought me another Buzz, and it was the belt, but the OG green. And I was like, obviously I like him more because he was OG.
Oh, yeah.
And
OG.
so I used the blue Buzz as the evil twin villain. And I stopped taking care of that toy after that. I would beat that toy up, dude. It's crazy.
Dude, it reminds me of this hilarious meme on TikTok where there's like cosplayers all over the app, and so there's like songs that get popular and everyone uses them for like cosplay. So there's these guys that look just like Avengers. Like there's a guy that looks just like Tony Stark. The guy who doesn't really look like Steve Rogers, but he cosplays as Captain America. And there's a guy who looks almost identical to Tom Holland. And he just looks like Spider-Man. Like, really good cosplay. So there's, like, seriously good cosplay. And then people will duet it. And when the music, like, they'll be in their regular clothes. And then it'll switch. And and people will duet it and do Buzz Lightyear. Like, a really crappy Buzz Lightyear costume. And they've got, like, guys in, like, decked-out Iron Man armor that looks super convincing. And then just a kid with a, like, it's too big Buzz Lightyear costume. It's not even connecting to his chin. It's just, like, purple hood with the stupid armor.
I'll have to see.
So freaking so funny, dude.
I'll have to see that.
It's pretty much iconic.
My only way through TikTok is whenever you show me.
I got some choice picks. I'm not gonna lie. It is an art.
I'm just not gonna get on it.
I don't blame you. I've been sucked into the community, you know?
Yeah. You got away from it, but you, like, willfully ran back.
I did.
Yeah, you were like,
I'm not ashamed.
I'm back.
Yeah, because what I did was I just would get on YouTube and look up TikTok compilation.
And
so
then you were like,
it wasn't changing
this
anything.
Is stupid.
Yeah, I was like, why don't I just get the app again?
Yeah.
And I'm not on there as much as I used to be, so.
Oh my gosh, he was on there so much.
I received so much joy from that app.
He was like,
I
I'm
laughed
gonna go brush my teeth.
24/7.
And then I'm like, it's been an hour he's been in the bathroom. And then he's
not
just
what
like
happened.
brushing one side of his face, watching TikTok. Next day, like, half his teeth are, like, so shiny, and the other ones are, like...
They're just gone.
Yeah.
I brushed them too much.
That's pretty funny. Dude, this is also... I haven't seen you really all week. It's happening a lot lately.
Yep.
Sometimes I come home and I'm like, oh yeah, I have a roommate.
Yeah.
I have still yet to do what I said that I was going to do, which is wait till you're, like, resting peacefully and then barge into your room and just scream and wake you up.
Yeah, definitely don't do that.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Definitely don't do that.
Oh, I'm gonna do it. I just don't know when.
Like, definitely don't, though.
There was
It's
one
like,
night that
I don't want you to.
There was one night where I was like, tonight's the night, and I'm doing it. And then I got home, and I was like, I'm really tired. I'll save it for another day. But I was full and well ready to do it. And I still will.
I am making it known I do not want you to.
That's fine. That's fine.
So.
I accept that you don't want to, and I ignore that completely.
Well, I wouldn't do it to you, but I guess, you know.
Well, I appreciate that.
I guess
Man.
somebody just, you know, is whatever.
Yeah, man, I really appreciate that.
Give me a break.
You want elbow, ankle, knee, back. What do you want me to break?
Wrong break.
Neck.
Wrong type
I'll
of
break
break.
your neck.
No, wrong type of
I
break.
will snap your neck, dude.
It's a wrong type of
I
break.
will twist it around, dude.
A short period of rest is
I
what
will
I was,
absolutely
is what I was
just
talking about.
twist your neck
But
right
you're not
off.
listening, so.
What's up?
I said a short period of rest.
I'll twist your neck. Did you say something?
Wrong one.
2?
Wrong one.
2.
All right. that was a lot of fun.
That was really fun.
Yeah, we still haven't gotten our IDs.
I don't know when they're coming in.
It's been like almost 2.5 weeks now, and they said 5 to 8 days. So they were liars.
So I don't know if they meant like 5 to 8 days a year from now.
Yeah, I mean, there's no telling really.
Because I don't remember hearing that. I thought to myself, what if someone just took them? Our IDs?
I don't have a clue, man.
What if some hooligan kids just like jimmied our mailbox and took our IDs?
You know who I bet it was?
Jimmy.
I bet it was that one young African-American teenager who asked us for our IDs at the movie.
That was such a funny...
That was the best.
That was so funny. I give it to the kid. He was brave.
To ask
But,
two
like-
white guys for their IDs.
Yeah, he was like...
Didn't make any sense.
He was like, What did he want again? He was like, can you guys be my brothers or something like that?
No, he said dad.
Dad.
Like, he went all the way to dad. It
You-
wouldn't even have worked if we were his brothers.
Oh, what? He asked you because you had a beard.
Yeah.
He was like, can you be my dad and get me in this movie? And show them, like, your ID. And you were like, what?
I'm white.
You're
I said
like,
something like that.
I'm
like,
not even that
I'm
old.
white.
And he was like, so that's like a no?
Yeah, not happening.
That was really funny. I forgot all about that until just now.
Dude, Kroger? I told Josh this already, but Kroger just thinks I have a fake ID. Like, we've got our temporary ones and our clipped old ones. Like, we talked about it last week, but...
Literally, the only thing missing is Texas.
The lady thinks that I just have a fake ID.
That's so funny.
Yeah. She's like, oh, you're the guy with the fake ID, right? I'm like, no, it's not fake.
That means that they all talk about you.
When I walk in there with my super clean adult horizontal ID, and I'm like, how do you like me now? Freak.
She's like, oh, your birthday was like, you know, the
Different.
other day."
No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was.
That's so funny. Because, like, the first time you go in, they all meet up in, like, the break room. They're like, dude came with a fake ID. I let him go. It's fine. I don't care about this job. But, yeah, he had a fakie on him.
The two teenagers were just like, yeah, like, we just let him go because he had a beard or whatever. Or, like, he's cool, you know? And then she started checking me out, and she was like, yeah, he's got a fake ID, but I let him go again. Like, what?
And then next time you go, they're gonna be like, "We know about your fake." It's gonna be like
It's a
the
sting
manager
operation.
or something. They'll be like, "We know this is fake," and it's like, "It is not."
The cops are just gonna bust in the door, and the DEA is just gonna tackle me.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a phone call and it's like, so I got arrested for my ID that is real.
Totally legit.
And then I'm gonna be like, "That's crazy, dude." And you're like, "Yeah, so I have to stay in here like 2 weeks." I'm like, "Well, our ODs came in today, so that's pretty cool." And then you'll be
Can you please bring mine to the police station? No, man, sorry.
No, I'm gonna do that.
I work till 10, so.
Yeah, that's right. I'll just send your dad.
Yeah.
Or you'll hear a rattle in the vent.
I was like, turns out the lady who signed my temporary ID she didn't even work there. So we went to go check the signature, and she wasn't there, so I looked like a fool. Turns out she was in it for the long con.
She's dedicated.
Yeah, dude, she's in it to win it. No doubt.
That would be so fun. I wish being a con, like, when I watch movies like Ocean's 11, 12, 13, through whatever, I'm like, those movies make me kind of want to be a con man.
Dude, there's some really, really good con movies out there. Like, freaking, oh my gosh. The newer one with Will Smith, Focus, oh my gosh. That was such a good movie.
Was that with Margot Robbie?
Oh, yeah.
I never watched it.
Dude, it was actually freaking so good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I remember it. It was just like, it was one of those.
It's one of
like,
those?
oh my gosh. You smack your hands on your head like that. You can't help but, like, get physical with yourself. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. You just start punching teeth out of your face. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, everyone in the theater died. But by their own hand, so.
They all just beat
Doesn't
themselves
happen.
up.
Yeah.
It's crazy. all the employees are like, dang, again?
You went to go clean the theater. There's just a bunch of dead people in the
They're like, man, I
my
don't think we should play
gosh.
this movie.
This doesn't even happen with the Joker.
Great movie.
Dude, super good.
I hate to cut it short tonight, but
No, I understand.
I'm dying.
Josh is dying. He's been dead since
I've been
he walked in the door.
bleeding out as soon as I came home.
I'm bleeding out. We better get this recorded.
Get the mics.
Get the mics.
Oh my gosh, you bleed. Get the mics.
I gotta record one more. Josh, I gotta take you to the hospital. No. We record or we die.
No, you die. You.
I'm fine.
I shoot you. We're both going down.
Dude,
you shot me.
I just pass out from blood loss. You're like, dang it.
And then I just do the whole podcast by myself. And then I said,
That's not a camel, that's my wife.
and then like the last thing I do is like upload.
You take the time to edit it and everything.
But yeah, thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Or watching if you do that kind of thing. We're literally everywhere that you can listen to podcasts or whatevs. Yes, check that out.
Check it out. And we'll see you in the next one.
Next.
Hey, Josh and I have talked about this trash guy. The trash guy who digs through the trash can. And there's no evidence, but he's digging through the trash. I'm freaking terrified of this man. I don't want to get out of my car. I left for like 15 minutes. I was gone. And I came back and he was still digging through the trash. What are you looking for, man? What are you looking for?